I think our biggest ones is the new partnerships that we get to form. So I mean, and that goes both ways, whether we found subs that can help us on some of the procurement that we're doing and acquisition stuff, or we're with the big primes, right? We've signed with people like Guidehouse or Amentum or ASRC, and we love that. We met them at these types of events where we kind of just like met, started working that relationship. So for us, that's a big deal. And then if there's companies out there that I think want to break into defense, aerospace and defense, they can, turn kind of existing relationships, if you know someone, into real work is what I think. But for us, it's those teaming arrangements and the partnerships that we come out of. And we've even at events like this been able to find certain subject matter experts that we need on certain contracts that we go after.
So that's a fairly broad range of potential successes and outcomes you can get. So knowing that, who would you say gets the most value out of attending a conference like HYPE?
This is hard because we have partners that are primes and very large businesses, and I'd sent them this information last fall, and they're some of the ones that are going to be there. And so it's great for even big companies, right? Whether that's a Raytheon, Lockheed, whoever those are, they're going to love those too. But I think that the good ones are everyone at Hill knows those names, right? So let's talk about your small to medium sized businesses. I think those are going to get the best value. You're going to get to understand and know the leadership, understand what their acquisition schedule looks like. And then you are, you have the awareness of like, hey, if you did a booth, they saw your name, you know what I mean? So to me, I think everyone gets some value, but I think the best value for sure is your small to medium sized businesses.
Of which Utah seems to be an incredible incubator for these small businesses.
Absolutely. I mean, #1 in the nation. So for sure. Sarah, walk us through, the experience. What can people expect over those 3 days? Like, what does it look like? Day 1, we're going to kind of kick off high level with this, 2 and 3.
So I want to touch on a few of the things you already mentioned, but yes, from just that basic, ground level point of view, the conference will run Tuesday through Thursday, like we mentioned, May 5th through 7th, kicking off that full day of sessions on Tuesday, May 5th, followed by an opening reception Tuesday evening. All events will take place at the Ogden Eccles Conference Center and Peary's Egyptian Theater. We're excited for the reception because it's just kind of a fun opportunity after that first day for people to relax a little bit and get to continue conversations and network while having some fun together. But across all 3 days, attendees can expect a really strong lineup of keynote speakers. You mentioned some of our high-ranking Air Force officials you've been able to talk to at Tinker in the past. Similarly, at HYPE, where we will have General Sebrin, Colonel Cornelius, Mr. Gray, Ms. Temefacek. We'll have acquisition panels that are headlined by DLA, SBO, and the U.S. Air Force Contracting Office.
Amazing.
Sessions from all the supply chain divisions with Colonel Mall, Mr. Levy, and Mr. Stevens. So, I mean, some really great access to our Air Force folks. While we have these keynote speakers that bring this super high level perspective on the aerospace defense and supply chain strategy, they'll be great to kind of set this grounding in what our real world priorities are at the moment. But in addition to those keynotes, we have more than 20 breakout sessions. And this is one thing that is a little bit different than Tinker, purely due to facility space. We have space at the conference center to host 3 different breakout sessions at a time in each breakout slot. So that equates to over 20 over the course of those 3 days. And in those, we'll be able to dive a little deeper into the practical topics like the supply chain challenges, emerging technologies, compliance, partnerships, workforce development. I mean, so many different topics. And we're hoping that those will all be super actionable, giving attendees those interactions with the speakers and insights they need to take away and create those results that you were talking about earlier. In addition to all of the presentations, Weber State University is also sponsoring an engineering collaboration center. So the 748 Supply Chain Management Group will be providing multiple engineers with this technical experience to be able to discuss current U.S. Air Force requirements and challenges, go through thinking exercises on what opportunities might exist. Of course, they'll be representing backgrounds in ICBM, space and command, control and communications, aircraft structures, secondary power landing gear,